Nearly 40% of all home sales in Kelowna will happen after July. So if you thought the real estate market in 2025 was slowing down, truth is there's still a big window ahead. Where we stand now, at the end of July, there's been 2,600 total home sales across the Central Okanagan, which is about 23% below 10-year average pace. I published this blog on our weekly email, and I got a lot of responses on it. People are surprised from the Central Okanagan. There's still a big window left, and it's one of the biggest sale windows. There's an opportunity to get a lot of people motivated that want to sell, need to sell before winter hits. So believe it or not, over the 10-year average here, which is you're going to see the blue line there, that is the 10-year average for total home sales. If we're projecting it right, we are below average. However, 40% of the market based on the 10-year average still remain. So if we are conservative, we're going to probably hit this red line here. So we're going to still be well below the total number of sales for the projection. You can see the gap here, home sales on it. So for a full year on the 10-year average, normally expect to see 5,600 sales on it. Right now, we're on a pace fetching around about 4,801 sales. So we're not likely going to hit the 10-year average. Not expecting that. Probably going to be about 800 on an aggressive finish if we do have a good August to December. That's going to be about 85% of it. Using a conservative perspective, 4,304, which is you're going to see here, which is going to be roughly around 76. So we're going to be down around 25% of the normal sales we normally do see on a 10-year average. You do want to get emails like this into your inbox, things like you're seeing in this blog post. Just sign up below in the comments, sign up for the weekly email, and it'll be delivered every Wednesday looking at the market specific stats. Or just shoot me an email text. This year, we've been faced with a lot of issues. We have trade uncertainty. We have high interest rates that haven't really come down. They haven't come down in 2020. And with the new election and the new government of Canada, we're still waiting to see some of the implications and what they're going to introduce that is going to either make or break the housing policies in Canada. So we are at a little bit of a stalemate. Let me know in the comments any topics you want me to go over in future videos. And if you're getting any value from this, please like, subscribe, just so I know if I'm doing a good job. Let me know in the comments any inputs you want to have on the real estate market, what you're seeing in it, in the economy. A lot of different things are happening. We also did see buyer hesitation earlier in the year, and it lasted longer than usual. So we're seeing some rebounding happening in July. We're going to maybe see if it continues into August and September, as we do have 40% of the year left. But the main things are the global trade uncertainty and the interest rate recalibration. We keep in mind, we're also coming to a post-pandemic balance where the pendulum has swung one way and now it's swinging back. And now we're just trying to find that happy medium where the market is going to find itself. So the market isn't dead. It's really just comparing and waiting for the right calibration, a right mix of everything, and strong leadership. I think people are really uncertain about the market and concerned to get into it. They're reading reports coming out of Toronto, but Toronto is not Kelowna, and Vancouver is seeing also higher interest rates or completions as well. But we are seeing a lot of completions happening right now in Kelowna in the condo market, which is still a little bit of a stalemate and not a big good issue. Not a good situation necessary to be in the condo market or to do something in the condo market unless you're a home buyer. But the single family home side of the market right now is still very strong and close. Seasonality here, we only have a window left, and really August through October, traditionally really strong market still, where we get people buying actively before they need to move, before buyer Playbooks, especially in late 2025. There's a lot of opportunities right now for a buyer. But you need to be pre-approved and you need to have a plan. So if you do want to strategize and get a plan, please sign up. There is a link to sign up and just say, let me know what you're looking to buy, and we'll get and develop a plan for you specific. You also have to know your numbers. You have to budget accordingly, making sure you're not overspent. You need to take into account things like property taxes and strata fees, but also other developments and other things and closing costs. Be offer ready. You willing to negotiate, because good deals are to be had right now, but you have to be prepared. Right now is the time. And for sellers heading into 2025, late 2025, you need to price for today's market. Can't be pricing what you was in 2022. And we're still seeing that in the marketplace. And that is the biggest mistakes home sellers right now will make, because your home is not going to sell. And I get it. You need to achieve a certain value for your home. And there is different strategies we can do for that. But at the end of the day, if you need to sell, you do need to price in today's market. Pricing aggressively can still see and go over aspects. We're seeing in the last week alone, 1.6% of properties did sell at or above the aspects. Sellers, you only have one opportunity to make a first impression. And so if you are going to hit the market, make sure you're hitting the market in a good impression. So have the home properly staged, put in some work ahead of time. And maybe right now isn't the time to rush your home to list right before winter, but maybe it's an opportunity to start getting it ready while you can and get it ready to list for spring. These is just leveraging the data and the 10-year sales pattern to enter the market. The bottom line is there's still 40% of this market left. So you just need to focus on being prepared in the real estate market. So reach out for